It might be up here, whatever is making that noise. Or maybe not.
I believe I feel the scent of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke. The one to show me flame. 'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee. 'Tis good. I promised Uncle Gale I would.
Who is Uncle Gale? I'm gonna take the wall. Someone should say that it's probably the guy who who gave us the painting. All right, let me see if I can actually open this gate over here, or if I'm gonna have to do it from the other side. Yep, of course. I definitely think that, like I think with all of the DLCs so far, I really get the feeling that this is so much more of a kind of a more typical layout, like what you would think. Like, it has all of the good things that people say is good about Dark Souls 1. Like, the level design is all very much very, like, windy and everything, and it really feels a little bit better put together. And I'm assuming it's probably because of the fact that when you make a game that all of the levels are linking together, I also want to know what the hell the point of this is then, because it seems like there's no point to this balcony here. But yeah, like, it just... I'm trying to think of the best way to put it, but when you have levels that are kind of, that all have to link together, it's harder to kind of make levels that make sense, I'm assuming, which is why if you look at, like, specifically the painted world of Ariamis, like, a lot of people love that area because it's its own little isolated area, but it really feels complete. Like, it feels so much more thought out than some of the other levels in Dark Souls 1. And I think that part of the reason is because it's obviously, like, just all right there, you know? Like, it doesn't have to link to anywhere else. It just links to itself. Sure, I mean, why not? I can grind out some Twinkling Titanite if I need to from Archdragon Peak. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to burn one of my slabs on it, but... yeah, so let's see what the actual difference will be then. Oh, wait, wrong thing. So 322, 381. Yeah, so that's actually pretty good then. Maybe. I have been enjoying, because I know in my main playthrough, I used a lot of great swords that just had, like, stance or stomp, right? And as much as I kind of do like those weapons, I've been enjoying weapons that have a more, I guess you would say, gimmicky weapon art lately, like the Wolf Knight sword. I really love that because the Artorias / Guts spinny jumpy slam thing really helps when you're fighting enemies like the Lothric Knights, because it will immediately knock them down. But it will immediately knock them down, as well as immediately... It allows you to kind of distance yourself from a lot of enemies, and I think that I heard something. And I think that it is incredibly well designed in that regard. Like, I feel like a lot of people look at some of the weapon arts like it's incredibly gimmicky, But I think realistically, in a lot of ways, they're not really gimmicky so much as they are. You kind of need to learn when and how to use them more than regular weapons. Like, you know, even with like stance or stomp, it is kind of a very easily understandable concept. Like, you either fling the enemy or you, like, do basically an instant shield break. You know? It's so very easy to understand what it really is. And I definitely feel like some of the other weapons and their crazier weapon arts, you just kind of have to spend a little bit of time getting used to. Because that's what ended up happening to me with the Wolf Knight sword. Like, I really actually love using it now. And I feel like a lot of the weapons are very similar. Or not a lot of the weapons, but a lot of the weapons that have the kind of more gimmicky, weird weapon arts. Okay, what the hell's up with all these, like, pathways that don't do anything? I'm just confused as to why they're even here, you know? Yeah, like, look, like, why is this... I mean, I don't know. It's not really a bad thing, it's just kind of odd in Dark Souls 3, you know? Uh-oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Whoopsies. So yeah, I might dick around with that sword a little bit and really try it out some, because I do think that there is room for weapons like that. Shit. Well, how about that? That somehow worked out in my favor. Is that a doggy? No, that's just a dude sitting down. Sorry, guy, you gotta die. You gotta die. Oh, or you could come here. Damn, that has some actual range to it. Alright, am I gonna get ambushed over here? I know that there's a dude up here. So, we are gonna nip that shit in the bud real quick. Oh, shit. And there's another dude over there, and another dude over there, and wow. Yeah, like, this level is very winding, and I don't know the best way to put it, but it's winding very similar to the DLC areas and the Painted World of Ariamis and Dark Souls 1, but I'm actually... Emergency... Quit. I will be right back. Yeah, I realized I was playing offline, and that actually isn't something I really want to do, because... Actually, let me make sure that it is. Yeah, I can leave a message, which means I think I am online, but yeah, like, that's just not really... I feel like, at least to a certain degree, it is kind of part of the experience. Like, I know that, like, probably not everybody feels that way, but I at least do to a certain point. Like, I think that it does make your experience very different when you play online versus when you play offline. Like, I think in many cases, it's actually, like, drastically different when you play offline versus online. Ooh, I got the follower armor. That's pretty cool. Nope. Shit. What the fuck was that? But yeah, like, I think that it definitely makes the game a lot easier if you play offline, and I like it to be at least somewhat more difficult. Like, I feel like the trade-off is that you are more likely to find out some secrets, because people will, you know, leave you a nice little hint, but in a lot of ways you're more likely to get invaded and get your ass handed to you. So yeah, I just really wanted to see if anybody had left a note up here or anything. No? Okay. Because if somebody had left a note up here, I would have, like, maybe what actually was the point, you know? Like, maybe there was, like, a secret thingy that I just did not notice. Or something along those lines. Yay, friggin' prism stones. My favorite. The best item ever made, prism stones. Pissing everybody off since Dark Souls 1. Giving everybody shit loot drops since Dark Souls 1. Someone should make that on a t-shirt. Yeah, like, there are things like this over here is what I mean, where it's like, its entire point is just to give you another encounter with another enemy. Not really an item, not really anything special, just its entire purpose is... Oh, get out of here. Just get out of here. I don't want to knock him off just in case he drops something cool. Yeah, like it's just basically meant to make it more stressful. And I'm assuming that that had to happen in a lot of ways because of the fact that Dark Souls 3, like, you get a lot of Estus. You know what I mean? Like, you get a lot more than, at least in Dark Souls 2. Or, wait. I don't remember, actually, now that I think about it, which is probably bad. But, like, you get a good chunk of Estus, which ends up meaning that everything is less stressful in a certain way. Get out of here with that nonsense, dude. Yeah, that's gonna hit me. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Yeah, so, like, what it is doing is it's kind of putting you into the same mindset of probably closer to, like, Dark Souls 1 when you aren't able to kindle a bonfire at a certain moment, right? Where everything is significantly more stressful because of the very simple fact that you might die because you don't have any Estus. And in this game, they make it a little bit easier for... Ooh, there's an underside there. Good to know. But yeah, like, it's not necessarily a bad thing at all. It's just... I feel like it can be kind of garbage sometimes because of the fact that they are, like, trying really, really hard to kind of make the game more stressful for better players. But I think that giving you those places where the entire purpose of it is to kind of, like, waste an Estus is just kind of not really as, I think, effective as they want it to be. Because, of course, like, I, you know, am only one person with one opinion, but I feel like all that it really does sometimes is make it more frustrating that you didn't get a cool item from this encounter that, you know, wasted one of your precious healing items. Because that in itself was, like, a very Dark Souls 2 style of design. Yeah, nope. Because in that game, I think mostly because of the fact that they gave you the, whatchamacallit, it's the, oh shit. Oh, god damn it. Now everybody's coming immediately to my location, aren't they? Oh, Jesus Christ. What did you do? That's some bullshit right there. Like, not necessarily in an insulting way. Like, I don't mean it to seem insulting. Like, it's like Dark Souls 2. Because I did, you know, enjoy playing Dark Souls 2. You know, I didn't... And the reason why I played that game before Dark Souls 1 is because everybody called Dark Souls 2 a disappointment, right? And I acknowledge that everybody always has, like, a hate train, right? Like, that's just the way that the world works a lot of times. Like, now the hate train is, oh, Dark Souls 3 isn't really good at all. So, that's the hate train. And it's easy to say, Dark Souls 2 sucks, but I am saying that it's a very Dark Souls 2 style of design just because that game was, in a lot of ways, more... It had more gotcha moments than Dark Souls 1 by, like, a huge amount. Ring and then ring. In the rear. Yeah, I mean, and the way that I feel about it is that I think that sometimes it's really easy to say a thing sucks or a thing is bad, but it's much more important to talk about why a thing is bad. And I think that a lot of the criticism surrounding, especially now the criticism surrounding Dark Souls 3 even, is so stupid sometimes because everybody, like... You know what? I'll go ahead and I will admit that there is still some of the enemy tracking that was in Dark Souls 2 that everybody hated, right? But, like, I literally watched this video where this guy legit... Yep. I knew it. Okay, so that's the entire point of it then. But this guy legit, like... He was fighting the Dragon Slayer armor, right? And the Dragon Slayer armor has this move where it, like, starts from behind, then he comes above and hits you, right? And let's pretend that the Dragon Slayer armor is right in front of me, right? He goes like this and dodges backwards and gets hit and is like, see, the enemy tracks you so bad. And it's like, no, that was just you underestimating how far his reach would be. That's not tracking. And... Uh-oh. I don't know what that is, but... Oh, hello! But yeah, so it's like everybody always wants to, you know, pretend that they're the most intelligent and that their criticism is totally legit always. But I think that it's so much more important to just kind of realize why things are the way that they are. And... Hold on. Let's see what... But, yeah, like, I agree with a lot of the criticisms that Dark Souls 2 had. I can see that. Like, the tracking, I think, objectively, you can really say without any shadow of a doubt, really, that... Sorry, I'm getting a phone call and I don't really want to answer it. But, you can say with any shadow of a doubt, really, that... I hear you. Hey, pupper. But I think you can say without any shadow of a doubt that it is a fact that the enemy tracking in Dark Souls 2 is really not good. It is incredibly unfair. Hey. Oh, coolie. But it is incredibly unfair, and it is ridiculous that they track all the way until the last second. And in this game, I think that it is a good balance between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Because in Dark Souls 1, I think that... God damn it. I really did not want to do this. Alright. But I think that Dark Souls 1 was... was almost too lenient sometimes, in that I think that it was very easy to, once you realized where an enemy was coming from, it was so easy to just, you know, or which direction their attack was going. It was incredibly easy to dodge out of the way. And I think that this game has a very good balance between the unfair tracking of Dark Souls 2 and the kind of a little bit too lenient tracking of Dark Souls 1. Now, is that a fact? No. But I could... Yeah, that was probably not smart. But I think that I could say that it isn't as nearly as unfair as it is in Dark Souls 2. And I just kind of feel like sometimes people want to throw criticism out there for no reason, because they want something to criticize to seem intelligent. And it's so easy to... Whoa, absolutely not. But I think that it's so easy to you know, be like everybody else and say, oh, like, Dark Souls 2 is hot fucking garbage. And it's just not helpful. You know, like, it's just not... It doesn't do... Oh my god, that dude is a lot bigger than I thought. Holy shit. That's his weapon skill. But yeah, like, I just mean that it's so much more helpful to kind of, like, be positive about things and kind of talk about why they... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I got hit really hard there. Oh, shit. What? How did... You've got to be kidding me. It's just, it's so much more... It's so much better to be positive about something and kind of, in that respect, you can talk about why something is different, and that different thing you think is objectively not good, but that doesn't mean that that makes it true. And I know that this seems like obvious hour with Sven, but it seems like a lot of people don't know. Like, a lot of people kind of act as though, oh, wait, what? Where did I knock that tree over at then? Shit. Oh, it's over there. Oh, god damn it. Was there another shortcut or something that I didn't open? Ah, come on. That sucks. Like, and a lot of the, I think a lot of the kind of weird new criticisms that a lot of video games are getting kind of stemmed from the level of, like, very intellectual kind of, or I would even call it, like, not all of them are, but like, the style is very, like, pseudo-intellectual. It's not really... it's kind of under a guise of, no, but I'm super intelligent and shit. But it's really, I think, hiding... Christ. Oh, Lord. So I don't even know how to get back there the best way, then. Which kind of sucks, but... And it's just... It's so silly, but, like, a lot of it did stem from people like... What is he attacking there? Okay. But when kind of the YouTube crowd kind of... Just like anything else, it's a lot of trends and a lot of bullshit. Because stuff that gets any sort of popularity is going to be immediately copied 800 times. And people like, specifically like Matthew Matosis, who I actually really like because I think that he has this very, like, authoritative, like, no, I'm right kind of mentality. But I think it works for him because a lot of the time he uses these keywords. And this is going to sound super condescending, but I really don't mean it to be. And it is really important, in my opinion, that when you are talking about... Oh, hello there. I think that it is really important when you're talking about criticisms and other things that you realize that you're not right 110% of the time. You can think that you're right all that you want, but that doesn't make it automatically true. Cool! Awesome. That... Now I am starting to get a little bit where the shortcuts are going, but... Like, you can think that you are correct all that you want, but that doesn't make it automatically true. And there is a problem with authoritative language, is that it at least subconsciously can implant in someone's mind that it is correct. Because when you say, no, I'm correct, what that will do is... If you are convincing enough, people will believe that when you say, no, I'm correct, that you are correct. And I think that it is somewhat of a very harmful way to talk about stuff, because when you go, Dark Souls 2 is objectively shit, no, I'm correct, and you go, oh, well, Dark Souls 3 isn't really that good either because reason and reason and reason, oh, fuck me. I should have seen that one coming. God damn, dude. Oh, shit. What in the fuck is that thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're gonna run out of here, then. Run in. Watch this be a dead end and I'm screwing myself super hard. It is totally not. Okay. I don't really want to fight those guys that way. I would much prefer to fight them on my own terms. Oh, am I going to make another shortcut? No. But I think that I could argue that specifically Matthew Matosis isn't speaking authoritatively. I think that his language is much more of a I think, I feel, I like. And if you listen carefully, you'll hear it. And I think that that is where the main difference between certain critics and certain criticisms is that type of criticism is much better, because when you say, no, I'm right, this is what should happen, there's a chance that, you know, somebody's going to believe you. And, I mean, that's just not really true. Like, I feel like it doesn't do anything for anybody. And I think that a lot of the criticism, like the hate train that's been on specifically Dark Souls 3 now is just silly in a lot of ways. Silly and untrue, because I could literally go... Well, I already fought the Dragon Slayer on this file, but I could fight that battle and like completely disprove that it tracks super crazily in like a half a minute. But it's just very pseudo-intellectual. It's not actually intellectual to kind of like say, no, this thing sucks because reason. And I'm just kind of tired of a lot of that weird level of criticism. And I think that Overwatch is so fucking guilty of this that I do not... Like, I stopped playing Overwatch. I really, really, truly fell in love with Overwatch, right? I love that fucking game. It is so good. But with all of the YouTube channels out there that are like, oh, no, you have to play using the meta, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And, like, no, you have to play this way. And what that does is then everybody thinks that that is law. And the point in which it became really fucking annoying is, like, when you're playing Overwatch, and so I was playing with this group of guys, and I didn't know them personally, but they had an idea of what they were trying to do, and I think that is saying something. And we were playing the kind... Oh, fuck. We were playing a match, and they decided to both pick... Or two people decided to pick Lucio, which is a healer. And the reason for that wasn't to get double the heals. The reason was to cover a greater distance of heals. So, and that way if one of them died, it wouldn't be super painful. And somebody joined in and somebody was spectating, and they're like, no, one of you guys needs to switch off Lucio. Mind you, they're not even on our fucking team. But they're like, no, one of you guys needs to switch. Why? Why? Because you said so, right? And that's just stupid. Because... Oh, shit, I'm getting super fucked here. Well, hello. There we go. And now, yeah, like, realistically, was that dude right? Most likely. But the thing is that it's a fucking video game, and we were playing quick play, and why not try out other things? Why does everything have to be the meta because your favorite YouTuber said so? It doesn't. You just are kind of not capable enough to, like, really form your own thought. Which I just think is really fucking sad because, I mean, it doesn't do anything for anybody. All that it does is make those YouTubers a lot of money, and they get to act like a dickhead on the internet, and nobody questions them. Oh, damn! Yeah, so he is basically, I think, Smelter Demon in a way. Because he's got... those, yep, there we go. He's got the super delays here. Really? So can I not friggin... I guess I can. What? That is actually really cool, to be honest with you. That you can kind of set it up for a combo after the fact. Yep, there we go. I got hit. God damn it. This is becoming incredibly frustrating now. Oh my god. That weapon is pretty crazy, though. God damn. He just hits so fucking hard. Like, he just hits like a friggin' brick. A brick shithouse. But yeah, that's enough for my little rant. I just think that people need to stop always thinking that they're always correct. And I think that especially a lot of the criticism at Dark Souls 3, I think a lot of it is very valid, and I think a lot of it is made specifically to seem super intelligent and smart and shit. And I just think that that's kind of stupid, in my opinion. Oh, coolly. Like, I think that you can tell, like, if you understand enough, you can see when people are being pseudo-intellectual and people think that they're the shit and stuff. And I just think it's incredibly important to make criticisms that come from a place of giving a shit rather than a place of, oh, look at me, I'm so smart. And I think that it's really important to not do that kind of nonsensical bullshit. And oh, okay, good thing I saw that shit coming. See, like, that one right there tracked me, but it didn't track me all the way like it would have done in Dark Souls 2. But yeah, I'm going to stop bitching about it. It's just something that's really been bothering me the past, honestly, year, because you see a lot of people, you know, making money saying, no, 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 look at me, I'm so smart, but it's really nothing more than, I think, a lot of the times, pseudo-intellectual bullshit. There are a lot of people who do it great. There are a lot of people who are very smart and very talented. And I think that there are a lot of people out there who don't really have a lot of subscribers or money that deserve it because they are really, really smart and care a lot. And, you know, all of the criticisms and all of their talking comes from a place of giving a shit. And I think that what you should do is find people like that who really give a shit about video games in general and follow those people to the ends of the earth, because there are a lot of people who just want to be the smartest kid on the block without the actual work. And, like, this isn't even tooting my own horn or anything. Like, you can make up your mind for yourself. Like, I think it's just important to find the people that really kind of seem to care. Because video games, you know, are really, really, really important to a lot of people. And I think it's very obvious when people are just kind of saying things because they want money and to get recognition. Like, I'll still say, I didn't like Dark Souls 2 that... Like, or more so, I didn't hate it that much. I liked it. I thought that it was... I could see where all the criticism came from, but I mean, I had fun with it. Besides Smelter Demon, that was the only point in which that I really just hated it. And shit, who was the boss of Sir Alone? That was the good one. That made me dislike my life. So